Hey guys, I woke up this morning and realized I had a free day and thought, I'm going to make a video. And I piddled around with a couple of different ideas, and what I settled on was showcasing my pipes. This video will be great for anybody who really likes to look at pipes. So they're not going to be any particular order. I'm just going to grab them as I go and tell you a little bit about them, how I got them, how they smoke, things I like, things I don't like. So this is probably going to take a little while, so I may break it up into 2 videos, we'll see. But anyway, we'll just start on my left here. So this one actually is one of my favorites. Not to smoke, it smokes kind of hot, but it's got a really cool story. It's a Peterson, and it's hallmarked. It's a K&P. I think it was, if I remember right, I looked up the hallmarks, and it was manufactured in 1935 or 1945. You can see right here, if you look, let me get this in focus. There's the K&P with the hallmarking. But yeah, it's kind of a small pipe, and the bowl, it had a lot of pits and fills in it, so I had it refinished at one point because it needed cleaned up. And yeah, so the bowl's a little narrow, but otherwise it's a pretty cool pipe, great grain, really old briar, smokes really well. And this one would smoke pretty good once I got the cake put on, but it just smokes a little hot right now, so I keep reaching for other pipes. But yeah, it's a pretty cool find. I got it. Somebody I knew on a Facebook group had purchased this, and then decided once he gave up pipe smoking, he got it at like a yard sale or something for really cheap, and he decided once he got out of pipe smoking, he sold it, and I was able to scoop it up for a pretty decent price. I don't see anywhere on here, I've been looking the entire time, a shape number, but I think it's probably an old 308. When they refinished it, it looks like the wood stamp got taken off. So anyway, that's that pipe. Right here is a Falcon. Everybody's seen these. Nothing too special about this except that it's got the shillelagh style stem, so it's twisted in the middle. I got this off of like my UK smoke shop or something like that. I ordered it from the UK. They had plenty of them in stock at the time. This has been a year ago or so. So if you guys want to pick one up, they're out there. It's a Falcon shillelagh. But if you're ordering it from the UK, it took forever. So just be aware of that. And it's got this is the only bowl I have for it. It smokes really nice. Obviously that screws apart. I don't use the dry rings. Just because it seems like something else to have to mess with. So I don't use those, but the pipe smokes fine. I don't get any gurgle, so it's a nice pipe. Right here, we have a Peterson 301. I believe it's a Shannon. Yeah, Peterson Shannon. You might not be able to see that. Yeah, it's having trouble focusing on it. But it's a Peterson Shannon 301. This was the first real pipe I ever bought. It's actually also the first Peterson that I bought, and it's the reason why I collect Petersons. I got it in a tobacco shop in Seattle called the Tobacco Patch. It's in the market. If you're ever in the Pike Place Market, it's in there. Go check them out. They're really nice guys in there. A lot of pipes, huge cigar humidor. But I got this there when I lived in Seattle, and it's a neat little pipe. It did gurgle, so recently I drilled it out to 5/30 seconds, and that has actually helped quite a bit. But it's got some pretty great grain. So they'd been sitting on the shelf there for, the guide said like 8 years or 10 years or something in the market. So I got it for a really great deal. I think it was like $50 at the time, and it was just my first like real pipe, and I was pretty excited when I got it. This is an old Dr. Grabow Starfire that I got in an antique shop in Seattle in the Alaska Junction. If anybody knows where the Alaska Way Junction is, it's in West Seattle. That's where this guy came from. I actually got this, I saw this when I was down there with a buddy of mine named Jim, and I couldn't decide on whether or not I was going to get it. And so when I left, when we left, we left, he bought it and didn't tell me, and then surprised me with it in the car. So I had it cleaned up. I sent it to Briarville. Rick Farah did a really great job cleaning it up. It's a nice little smoker. My only complaint is that the first thing I smoked in this was Carter Hall. And no matter what I smoke in it now, towards the latter third of the bowl, I get a really strong hit of that Carter Hall flavoring, that sort of like licorice-y star anise flavor. So that's my only real complaint. I'm going to have to give this guy like a salt treatment at some point to get that out. This was a Dr. Grabow I just picked up at a drugstore. Nothing exciting. It's just a regular, I think the shape is called the Duke. The Grand Duke, yeah. Dr. Grabow Grand Duke. Smokes fine, kind of ugly, but they're all the Dr. Grabows are kind of ugly. That sort of routed appearance. Custom builts have that routed appearance, but they seem, I don't know, it just seems more legitimate and less like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I guess this feels kind of like, not cheap, but sort of mass-produced, whereas the custom builds seem like the styling had a more artistic quality, or at least a more thought-out quality. This just sort of looks like helter-skelter, like they routed out the edges. But it's a fine smoker. I have no complaints about it. Okay. This is my one and only Meerschaum, which I clearly don't smoke very often, as you can tell by the fact that it's not colored and it's covered in dust. It's a billiard. It smokes well. I just don't smoke it that often. I got it because originally it was going to be like, this is the pipe I'm going to use for aromatics. And I don't smoke that many aromatics. So this pipe doesn't come out much. And when I think of it, sometimes I'll smoke it, but I think maybe, I don't know, I've smoked it since I've gotten it maybe 15 times, and I've had it for over a year, maybe 2. So it's not a huge deal. But it's a nice pipe. It's good weight, nice size bowl, good shape. I got it as an estate sale pipe, but it was completely unsmoked when I got it, so can't beat that. This is a Peterson Irish Harp. I think it's an Irish Harp. Yeah, see, you can see maybe you can see the logo. Come on, camera. Focus. Focus. Doesn't want to focus. Anyway, let's see if I can force it to. There we go. The beauty of touching your phone to tell it where to look. Okay, so yeah, it's an Irish Harp, XL90, Cumberland stem. I got this for Christmas from, I don't remember who, last year. And ever since then, it's been one of my favorite pipes. The XL90 shape is a really classic shape for Peterson. I actually have 2 shapes like this. And they smoke really well. They're really lightweight. They're good balance. They clinch well. And it's just one of my favorite shapes. It's a good size smoke. Doesn't take too long, but I don't feel like when I'm done smoking this pipe that I'm like, oh man, I wish that had lasted a little bit longer. It's the right size, and it's just a really great looking pipe. I love the dark brown stain with the brown and black Cumberland stem. It's just fantastic. It's one of my favorites. This pipe is a Peterson. I think the shape is B10. It's in the Iran finish, which is also that sort of chestnut brown with the nickel band. Let me see if I can find the shape stamp. Where are you? An errant beard hair. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, B10. Yeah, it's a B10 shape. So this has got the really cool bell calabash shape that I really, really like. Or not bell calabash. Well, not bell calabash, but that canted sort of rim that I really, really like. This is one of 2 pipes that I have that have the canted rim. The stem is a little small, so it feels smaller than it really is, but it's a good size smoke. Great for English blends. And just kind of really stylish, I guess. I don't know. There's something about these sort of like bent Dublin shapes that I really like.